Greetings everyone, James here speaking. So anyone here just asking me, that little prick is crap guy. And it was said he still refused to revive. And that refer the moment is contrary to basically the internationally that is non-intentional for Saiko no Sutoka Disco server, without deleting it to be that never lived disconnected. So honestly, it's just dramatically. First of all, I was being argued against the people, pointing out that there are people's fun of a person, and simply besides, as a downsized that Saiko no Sutoka, that crew who were the disagreement with me. It simply says it before that I just shacked, just locked her up, and basically, and I don't ever remember the warrant that I was this purposely. So it's going to be that feeling as a personal. For that is actual reason. The only thing the way to getting over it. That's right, craps. You don't ever deserve this to know for it existing. And honestly, I would try to the risk the factor and its conservation to properly. Obviously though, it's going to be downside with this Saiko no Sutoka Disco server. And simply that I have to try to emotional the behavior that affects in the social media. That I would solve with evidence is chart about me, and I don't even care. And so with your true hosted, that true hosted crap guy, and you're a stink. Yeah, that's right, crap guy. He was stink. That's what they're talking about. But you're a stink. But you know what? I was trying to defy this header. No remorseful for this header for not really fun with Honda High School inhabitants of blah blah blah. The spread crossly, and I felt jealous. And at first think about it, this craps guy. And the Mod's crew just blame it, and Mod's crew I was just never heard of blame it, and Alex's German guy that I mentioned it before. Does it have the Morphis 68 count of tide, and this all of her falling apart for Rose. As a rose that leads to the burn has a chained, that's as a fury body of a chain this. As solvent as to somehow to chart up this, and I was gonna threaten them. Yeah, that's right, there's a threat that's a being. So I was the upside of it recently. Then I can't understand what's remorseful and manipulating it even have a chance. That's bullcrap. There's other set that said so. Jordan mentioned this, where you're gonna have to try to as define the occupier for me. That's Saiko no Sutoka Disco server, and hopefully they're gonna downside of it toxically and honestly. And I've had triggered this crap guy, and I know you. That Mr. Crap guy. I know you had to be to have false hopefully so I gave him the personal information, and I don't really care that I don't really evidence this, but it simply that just is unpredictable for that's a Discord server, and this and what it falsely just where the disagreement is disrespectful, right? Craps, you disrespected me. You disrespected me because I know first had a really fun of it. As you this disagreement is of course. But yeah, I don't I disagree with the Saiko no Sutoka this. and I really knew at this. But here's after something small for talking about you, Mr. Krabs. I don't care what you think you say. If you have to touch me to the face midway for the against, and I'm gonna have a charge it with you. Do you understand it? And I'm gonna blow and grill this crabs, the fleshy out of the meat, and the flesh out to the sea, and I hope it drilled it that as though the hooks up for me and disrespected me, I'm gonna have it teach you any lesson. Would you learn your lesson, crap boy? And I was just whoop your butt out, just have you fired. I fried off this fried crabs, boy. Do you expect it? Do you really have expected as well on inspiration? And I was just downsized this year, and I'm not gonna do this chart this real life, and I'm not gonna have to evidence this real life this. So I'll have this. I wish it to be, and I hope you're gonna blow you head out with shotgun, cause you're a bad crap boy. Because you sold this big trouble, this darn things, and you're gonna have a whoop your butt. And gonna blow your head off with shotgun. Do you understand? You worthless, that crap piece of crap. And downside it, as Saiko Sutoka's Discord server, I'm not a fun of a part of this. Alright? Then I will move out away this Saiko Sutoka Discord server. I'm just toxically and not being the corruptions influence. I don't care. But I'm just head out it here, so. Screw you and screw Saiko Sutoka Discord server. You disrespected me, and I knew you drew you. You deal with it. You'll see what happened.